The Jordan 4 KAWS is making a return in 2025. More updated images of the undefeated Jordan 4, also coming back with a special box. The Nike Ja 3 is finally revealed. And Nike's new $900 Hyperboot. Let's get into this week's sneaker news. What's going on, everybody in the building, man? It's your boy Tonyd2wild checking in once again, back in the building. We just dropped the brand new sample game breaker jersey in purple. The link to that will be down below in the description. Go and follow me on my socials at Tonyd2wild on Twitter, Twitch, Instagram. TikTok is Tonyd2wild8, and 2wild for TV is the secondary channel. 2wild Guns. Follow me everywhere. The links are down below in the description. To start things out, guys, we have some updated information on the Jordan 4 Undefeated. Now, they're saying that they're coming now with this special box to celebrate the 20-year anniversary of the actual release. Now, to be 1000 with you, FKZ sneakers underneath here, if you could see that. And look, I don't even know this person whatsoever, but I'm gonna be 100% honest. These look kind of foo-foo. Like, the color just looks completely off. They look extremely faded. And when it comes to these sneaker, these sneaker sites like Sneaker News, Sneaker Ball Detroit, as much as I love them and I appreciate the information they put out, sometimes they be utilizing some of them foo-foo and fakes. I don't know. These colors just look extremely off to me. So with that said, take everything with a grain of salt. Even the box right here, we know that the secondary boxes usually are cardboard. These seem to be gray, but at the same time, it could be because it's a special edition. But let me just show you like how the actual 2005 pair actually looks. As you can see, there's a very dark and nice, lovely looking olive that goes into this actual shoe. With that said, if the 2025 release is going to be like lighter, that's fine, but it's definitely, in my opinion, a slight downgrade. And with the way sneakers are actually releasing right now, we're seeing a lot more sneakers being more vibrant, especially when they retro these models from the Kobe 6 Grinch. Even the recent Jordan 1 reimagined UNC, if you go look at my previous video, those are extremely oversaturated and extremely vibrant. So for them to take this and go in a more faded look, it just seems backwards, but keep that in mind. With that said, even though that is possibly the case, I would not be surprised if this box is actually somewhat true as far as how this could look in the special packaging. We resurrects with the silver box, upcoming Air Jordan 4 release. Now, from what I was reading in this actual portion from Sneaker News, it seems as if there may be two different versions of this actual shoe as well. One that will feature the Nike Air on the back, and then another version that will feature the typical Jordan brand logo on the back. And you can even see right here that there are some different SKUs for this shoe. Men's undefeated Jordan 4, men's undefeated Jordan 4, but the SKUs are different. 1854, and this was 1519. So that could also relate to the fact that maybe this would be an exclusive version coming from Undefeated, and then a more general release version that would be available to other stores out there. And with that said, maybe they will get a special box or something of that nature. Two versions of the Undefeated 4 are set to release, differentiated by the choice of logo used on the heel. The original version with the Jumpman will be joined by an alternate version with the Nike Air, a branding hit that comes to signify the choicest, is that a word? The choicest in retro product offering. This detailed set of images provided by FKZ Sneakers reveals another new detail. Undefeated will be resurrecting the silver shoe box specific to the mid-2000s era of Jordan Retro. In 2005, the brand recognized the 20th anniversary of Air Jordan with this packaging. For 2025, the milestone remains relevant to as Undefeated itself is celebrating 2 decades of disruption in the footwear game. So we will see, man. I really hope these are not them. I mean, you got Widow's Peaks, you got faded. This does not look right. I just hope these are fake. I hope this image is wrong. I am looking forward to this sneaker. So with that said, we will see how everything turns out. Let me know down below though, are you hyped for this release? I am. I like this colorway. I like this shoe, and I'm happy it's gonna be a general release to the public. Next up, we have the Ja 3, and these were actually debuted yesterday during the OKC Memphis Grizzlies game. And unfortunately, during his debut, Ja had to take an L. However, with the actual shoe itself, I think the shoe is not an L, and it is a kind of a resemblance of the original Nike Ja 1 Scratch. and you can actually see that they took the scratch design and put it within the 3 itself. The jaws in general have been dope. I have not picked up a pair. I think they lie more into that basketball look. I will say though, even with that said, that these are probably more the closest looking sneakers in my opinion that I would not mind wearing off the court, because my ass is never really on the court, but I think they look pretty fire. Here's a little image of how it looks on feet. I think the shape overall is pretty dope though. I mean, I like them a lot, and you know, I'm always looking forward to seeing new basketball from Nike. Even though it's not as popular as it once was, I still have hope that one day Nike basketball will continue to emerge, but at the same time it's going to depend on the athletes at hand. Will it be the same as the Foamposite, LeBron 9, LeBron 10, Kobe 6, 7, 8? You know, will it be like that? KD 4 days? It's going to take a lot to bring that back. But with that said, I think this is overall a very nice shoe, and I'm happy to see it. Anthony Edwards, though, in my opinion right now, still got the best basketball signature shoe out for an athlete. I would say Anthony Edwards, and I think I would go after that thinking, and y'all correct me and let me know down below. I would say Melo's pretty close right there in my humble opinion. Josh said he wanted to have something that spoke before even lacing them up, and he wanted his third signature shoe to feel like my game and my personality. I told him, don't be scared, push it, make it rugged, make it different, and they ran with it. John Morant said. The fact he's throwing grenades and making shooting sounds, they might need to put a pistol on that thing. You feel me? All right, let me stop. With that said though, there is a set release date for fall 2025, and I'm not mad at these. I'm not mad at these. Next up, we got the $900 Nike Hyperboot, a game changer for warm-up and recovery. We know that Nike's been all about the recovery recently with the Nike Rejuvenate, which I love, and now they recently just dropped the brand new slides version of that, which I need to get my hands on. I own a pair of Rejuvenates in the tan, the black, and now the Volt. I gotta slow down because I don't need to have too many colors of it at the end of the day, but these shoes, in my opinion, they're right here. You know, these are probably the most worn shoe I got right about now, bro, because they're just extremely comfortable around the house, outside, you name it. You can pretty much do what you got to do. I understand people want to call them Crocs, they want to clown them, and I get it. They look a lot like Crocs, they look a lot like Yeezy foam runners. You know, I can understand it. I can go along and say they took the design of that. With that said though, it doesn't take away from how comfortable they are, and I think that they're more comfortable than Crocs, and I think that they're more comfortable than foam runners. I'm being 1,000. You gotta try them, but that's just my opinion. With that said, we have a $900 Hyperboot, which has been being utilized by a lot of athletes out there for pre-game and after. So it's called, I believe they give it a nickname like pre-covery is the word. Yes, pre-covery. So basically getting your foot right before working out, playing ball, whatever, so that the recovery is faster. If you're already steps ahead, no pun intended with this being a shoe, you know, you don't gotta, if you're ready, you know, if you be ready, you don't gotta get ready, right? You feel me? Hopefully I said that correctly, not backwards. But LeBron James has been known to be utilizing these. I think LeBron was wearing these a while back now. From the moment I tried the Nike Hyper Ice, hopefully I'm saying that correct, it's Hyper Ice boots and vests, while they were still in development more than a year ago, I knew they were going to change the game for athletes. Warm up and recovery, says LeBron. Taking care of my body has always been an important part of my preparation as a basketball player. The commitment is what has allowed me to maintain a high level of play for more than 21 years. And I think when it comes to that, as far as longevity goes for any basketball player out there, I think LeBron has his words on this. You got to take it all the way. No Diddy. You feel me? Kobe, very close up there, but even Kareem and Kareem doing it way back in the day. But LeBron, his word, means a lot. And I know that I believe Seth Fowler and Kais Omar have both received these, and I think they did some reviews. I would love to have tried these out, even though I'm not gonna lie, I'm not as active as I should be. But these seem very, very interesting, and I'm very curious if any of you guys in the comment section have utilized them. I would love to know. I wonder it also has wear testers tried them. So just looking on his page, he hasn't. I'm pretty sure eventually he will need to. It's only right. I don't understand why he didn't get a pair sent to him. Nike, do better. With that said though, extremely expensive, I understand, and we know the shoe utilizes basically air and compression as well as heat to give up a very snug fit, and then basically that warmness kind of help give over deep tissue, blood circulation, and all that. Matter of fact, it says it right here. It focuses on 2 techniques that athletes have long relied on: heat and compression. As soon as you wrap in and power on, the Hyperboot molds to your foot for a snug, secure, and ultra comfortable fit. Heat distribution is provided by dual air Normatec bladders bonded to warming elements, driving heat deep into the muscles tissue for fast recovery. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing more about this. You know, at the same time, we've kind of dealt in similar aspects over time. I'm curious to know how these will do different. And what I mean by that, we have had, of course, the Nike Adapt, which was a compression shoe that utilizes like the auto lacing, which is slightly different than this, but it did provide a more snug fit. So I'm curious to see the difference of this, and I'll probably have to go watch some of the guys with that one, like see their honest takes on it. Next up, we have a rumor of a 2025 KAWS Jordan collab. Now, for this to be able to be a leak and be coming out in 2025 and no one hear about this, this is a good leak overall for KAWS to keep this under wraps if this is a 2025 release. Now, Dade Ass Kicks, just check him out, man. Look, salute to this individual, give him a follow. But he has revealed that there is a rumor that there will be a KAWS collab. These are also fire as well. Tiana Taylor coming up soon. I think this is 2026. But he has said that KAWS and Jordan are reportedly reuniting for a highly anticipated sneaker collaboration set to drop in 2025. While official details remain scarce, the buzz is building around what could be the major moment in sneaker culture. What's the sauce? The last time KAWS, Brian Donnelly, hopefully I'm saying that correctly, and Jordan Brand teamed up was in 2017 for the now iconic Air Jordan 4 collaboration that features the premium grade suede glow-in-the-dark outsoles and KAWS signature XX branding, instantly becoming a grail for collectors and resellers alike. Fast forward to 2025 and rumors swirling around the new KAWS and Jordan project. While no specific model has been confirmed, sneaker enthusiasts are speculating on whether it will be a fresh take on the classic silhouette or entirely new design. Adding some flavor in the interim, custom sneaker artist John Trotier has stirred the excitement with his concept of an Air Jordan 1 High. This draws inspiration for the 2017 Air Jordan 4 collaboration featuring gray suede uppers. So I'm guessing they did like a little mesh up, or I saw the picture, but it was like a mock-up. I don't, let me see. I saw like a little mock-up of the Jordan 1, but I hope it's not a Jordan 1, bro. I really do. I really hope it's not a Jordan 1, even though I do understand that this is the 40th year anniversary, so it may make sense to do it. But I don't know, man. I'm curious to know. I get that Jordan Brand's trying to dig in their 2016, 17, 15 bag and all that when stuff was popping and at its full excitement, even when sneaker YouTube was at its full excitement. And I understand that, like, even for me, like, that's something I would love to see. I would love to see that enthusiasm that came back then. But the thing is that you're not dealing with the same crowd of people that you were dealing with back then as well. So that's why it's like sometimes trying to repeat history is not always the good thing. You know, the people that were buying Jordans in 2017 and 18 and 16 and were all over KAWS and all over Supreme, a lot of those kids are now grown up, 25, 26 in college and probably living on their own. They got bills. They don't give a damn about Jordans like that. Like that group of people don't care like that. People like me, that was like my group of people that's in there, you know, I would say honestly, I would say 25 and up, they've stuck around a little bit longer. And then the new generation of the 15, 16, 17-year-olds, they don't give a damn about shoes. They give a damn about the Kai Cenats and the streaming life. Streaming is what the move is right now. So trying to dig back, you're not going to get that new audience like you think you will. You'll probably more so get some people like me that will be involved. But is that number of people that are in that group going to push the envelope? You know, that's how I look at it, at least. It's a thought process. You know, there's a lot of us out there. And I'll grab a pair, but I'm curious to know, is it one of those things where like, nah, we see them trying to do it with the fragment. We see this with a lot of things, okay, in general. I mean, even in movies, they got sequels coming out that Men in Black about to get a sequel. Like, people are reaching back for those old vibes, and I get it. Nostalgia, I love it, but sometimes it doesn't always prevail. Next up, we got a collaboration with Infinite Archives in the Air Jordan 17 Low. Now, there was another pair that showed up. I really love this color, man. This thing is sexy as hell. This is the first version that popped up right here. Let me see, there we go. These ads are crazy, but this one is fire, okay? But since then, there's been another colorway that's kind of popped up with the University Red. Now, I don't believe that there is a set release date, but there is just information that these will be dropping very, very soon. Now, I'm a little bit unfamiliar about Infinite Archives of B1000. I do think that this colorway is fire though. I don't always need to know what's going on in order to buy a shoe like Infinite Archives. I don't need to know them to want to get them. I like this colorway and I, probably grab them if I can. But with that said, these might be something a little bit more limited. So who knows if that's possible. But out of the two, I think this one is even hotter. It looks like this colorway is more of a suede though color in my humble opinion. But not much information is out yet. So we'll just have to wait and see. And when we find out, I'll let y'all know. And with that said, we got some of the shoes that are releasing this upcoming week. To start things off, we have on April 22nd, Naruto Converse collection, which is seeming to be dropping on the 22nd. Now, I heard that it was releasing on May 22nd. I don't know about April 22nd. I know that it was releasing May 22nd. So I don't know what's going on here. Let me just take a little quick look. I'm just kind of confirm. Yes, I think they got their dates mixed up, because April 22nd collection pinning 3 series of protagonists, yeah, that don't even sound right. So keep it pushing. Maybe they got something wrong there. But what I do know is that these are dropping on April 22nd. Now, as far as the yellow one, I'm not too sure, but I do know there's a green one as well and a blue one. And I know that because SoPlay will be having them first come, first serve at their Lawrenceville and Decatur locations, and also available online. These are pretty fire in my opinion. I did a quick video. I got a short up of them on the channel. If you want to go check it out, go and check it out. I think they're pretty fire though. With that said, I'm curious to see how these will do. I think they'll do fairly well for the most part online, at least. I don't know if they'll be sitting pairs in store, but we'll have to just wait and see. Wimby Nike JT Hustle 3, cool, but kind of that's more of a basketball shoe that I'll just take a pass on. Next up, we have the Nike Rejuvenate and the Rejuvenate Slide releasing on April 22nd. And it seems like more are releasing actually on the 23rd as well. I mean, Nike's going full-fledged with these. So if you missed out on a pair, I hope you ain't paid resale, because I think that they're going to be these are going to be a new shoe that everybody's going to be able to get their hands on. So just take your time. Like this black pair, I already had this black pair and this black pair was already out. So even these, I guess they're redropping them, or okay, this says March 5th. So some of these already released, but tons of those are dropping. Now the Slide is one I'm really looking forward to seeing that I can get my hands on, because these seem even more thicker than the actual shoe, and the ease of sliding that on and off, Diddy, because it could be talking about, I could be talking about sliding in and out of my wife, so I will say Diddy on that, but no Diddy to it being Diddy. I like the slide of the easy access, because putting these on is a little much, but it is what it is. But be on the lookout. A lot of these are dropping, and you can finally get yourself a pair to witness a great shoe that I've been saying it has been for quite some time. We got the Nigo Nike Air Force 3s dropping. So this is a pack, and this of course is in the white and the black. I actually like these a lot, man. The other colorways he's been doing recently were very colorful. This one, in my opinion, I like though the most. Like very subtle. There's a lot of animal reptilian nut sacks all on there, but I do like what I see here, and I'm not mad at it. These images don't really do it justice, but the product images, they look really nice in my humble opinion. We got some Luka's Bloodline. Okay, salutes to Roman Reigns. I don't know if that plays into that, but hopefully it does. Nike Vaporfly 4s, cool, but kind of pass. And the Nike Shock 2 Metallic Platinum. I like these are pretty dope as well. But these will be all passes for me. Pick up on the Slide. Naruto's not dropping until next month. I don't know what's going on there. Action Bronson in the 990 V6. Dropping on the 25th, and I love what Action Bronson's been doing, but his shoes fly off the shelf, so it'd be hard to get my hands on a pair of these, man. Action Bronson, I need you to send me a pair on over, but these are nice. April 25th, we got the Pink Foams, which you will be seeing a review on that more than likely tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. We got these in full effect, so just stay tuned, like I said, for that once again. Very nice for the ladies. Up-tempo Lakers, I like these a lot too. Classics, but pass for me, but I like them. LeBron 21 Prime 96. I like these a lot too, but they're gonna be a pass for me. It's just pass. We got the Puma LaFrance Heat Map. This is another one of the mellow sneakers, but more of that lifestyle, which I actually do like these a lot, man. I really do like these a lot. I think these are pretty dope in my humble opinion. Now this colorway is a little extra, but I like them. I like them. Nike KD18 Eyeball. These are pretty fire as well. I'm not gonna lie. Something different, but they're fire. I like this particular specific colorway. than the previous ones. And then the Kawhi's been quiet, bro. I mean, he's usually always quiet, but this year he was quiet, man. He should have came to the Lakers, brother. But Kawhi 4 wave, I like this colorway, but you know, a lot of these are pretty much gonna be passes for me, mainly because of this shoe right here, the Jordan 11 Low Bred. Now I know there's gonna be a lot of pairs of this shoe floating around, so the availability should be there, but these are 11s, and you know how 11s move, so keep that in mind as well. Keep that in mind because this will be a hard one, more than likely, if people jump on the demand of it. With that said, review is live. Go and check it out to get more information on this particular shoe if it's something that is in your you know, something that you want to grab. As far as pricing goes, because I forgot to mention, but for the books, we got 100. These are retailing for 150, which is about $10 more than the typical price point, so keep that in mind. You got your Rejuvenates going at the 70. The slides are going for $10 less on the 60. The knee goes for 150. The shocks are going for 180, and the Vapor Flies for 260. That's pretty normal on their price point. 180 on the OG 95s, 150 on the up tempos that we talked about. LeBron's 200, that's been pretty much standard. 160 on the Nike KD eyeballs. The Action Bronsons are going at 220. 160 on the Kawhi 4s and 110 on the Puma La France heat map. Last but not least, for the Lucas, 100, 130, and 100. And then we have a full-size run of the Jordan 11 Low Bred for 190, 80, and 60. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I didn't know. I thought these were, maybe I've been forgetting. I thought that the Breds were gonna go for 180. That 190, I think, is has a $10 price increase, but let me just see something. Let's see what the Space Jams went for. Okay, just for confirmation, Space Jams released last year, May 18th, and was retailed as 190, so that's pretty standard. Nothing wrong there. Guys, so news just came out as I am outside right now, done with the video, but the Jordan 1 band or Bred 85 Hi Bred that dropped earlier this year, 10,000 pairs only, those are actually coming back out on October 18th, which is known as Band Day. Now, so far, this is a rumor. There's no for certain 100% proof, but rumor has it that they will be re-releasing these outer to a bigger audience, which makes more sense and answers all the questions that we once were having. Is why would Jordan Brand release this shoe, the most coveted Jordan 1 to some people? The Chicago is definitely one as well. But why would they release this shoe like this and make it so extremely rare? Why would you do that? It makes no sense. Well, maybe all along Jordan had their hands up, you know, something up their sleeves, and this is what it was. So we'll have to stay tuned. We'll have to look more into it. Right now, we don't know much, but we will keep on looking. And when news pops off, I will let you guys and girls know. But so far, this rumor, well, hopefully it's true. I gotta go get this guy. All right, guys, I hope you guys and girls enjoyed today's video. Make sure you leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel if you're new. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. I'm out. Peace.